Breaking news. You can't imagine what the officers whose properties were burnt during the protests did to President Buhari. A senior officer of the Nigerian police force on Saturday accused the Nigerian government of neglecting officers whose properties were destroyed during the EndSARS protests. The senior officer attached to one of the burnt police stations in Area F under the state Lagos Police Command disclosed this in a chat with Daily Post, wishing to remain anonymous. The officers whose personal effects were burnt alongside the station he was attached to lamented that the government has done nothing weeks after they suffered losses. He lamented that it would be difficult to boost the morale of police officers to return to duty with low morale. According to the officer, it is as if the EndSARS protest was targeted at bringing out the maladies surrounding the Nigerian police force. It is through the campaign that the whole world got to know that the police is one of the most neglected organizations. Police budget is very poor in terms of what is approved and released. Though the protest was later hijacked by the thugs and miscreants in which most of the people the campaign was supposed to be favored because they became victims of the circumstances. Policemen were killed, maimed, injured, with our properties looted and burnt. This led to their low morals. They have been breezing up, trying to bounce back, but what has the government done to our burnt properties? Now Nigerians are asking us to come back. They are saying that police should resume, but many stations were destroyed, and now they are asking us to rent canopies, tents, and start clientele services. That can never be possible. They complain that the morale of policemen are low, yet nothing has been done to replace their properties that was destroyed. Urban areas like Lagos and Benin, where rent is very high, most police officers use their vehicles as a bedroom and most often go home during the weekend or fortnightly. Now that their vehicles have been destroyed, how would they cope? They keep saying that we should go back to our duty post, but how will these officers survive? Imagine, they made some promises, but nothing has been done to alleviate the pains of these officers. What should we call this? Is this not wickedness? As far as I'm concerned, this is the height of it. That is it. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. That is good for them. This is Nigerian police for you. This is Nigerian police attitude for you. But come to think of it, their stations have been burnt down. How will they cope? And now the government are asking them to resume work. Resume work where when offices that were supposed that they are supposed to resume in is not available. How possible is that? Where would they stay? They should stay outside under the sun, or they should rent canopies? That can never be possible. How would they take them serious? Okay, now let me ask a question. What if someone or they are bringing a criminal case to the station and a criminal is now being arrested? Where would they put the criminal? How would they arrest the criminal? Would they ask the criminal to go home and come back? This is nonsense. This is nonsense as as far as I'm concerned. Why would they ask them to resume work when nothing has been provided? The offices that was burnt down should be rebuilt. This federal government, I don't know what exactly is their problem. I don't know what exactly is wrong with them. Imagine other areas like Lagos and Benin where rent is very cheap. So how would they do it? Most police officers use their vehicles as a bedroom and most often go home during the weekend. Some don't even go. Now that their vehicles have been destroyed, how would they cope? How would you tell them to resume when there's nothing to rely on? How would they tell them to resume? And their vehicles have been destroyed now. How can they cope? They keep asking them to go back to their duty post. How will these officers survive? How will they survive when everything they rely on has been destroyed? They have been bruising up, trying to bounce back, but what has the government done to them, to this burning of properties, to their burning of properties? What? Now Nigerians are asking them to go back. Government are asking them to go back. According to an officer, he said that it is as if the NSAS protest was targeted at bringing out the maladies surrounding the Nigerian police force. Yes, that is true. It is through the campaign that the whole world got to know that the police is one of the most neglected organizations in Nigeria. The police budget is very, very poor in terms of what is approved and released. But now, they're asking them to go back to their station, to go back to resume work, and their properties and their offices have been burnt. Even the cars they use in parading, arresting hoodlums have been burnt. How would they cope? How would they live? What would they use in doing all these things again when all these things have been destroyed? The government should just think of it. They should try and do something about it before making any decision, before forcing these people to go back to office. So viewers, you have heard it all from an officer, and the government asking the officers, police officers, to resume when the things are not the things are supposed to be provided have not been provided. How possible is that? How will they cope? How will they survive? Your comment concerning this news is very much important. Please don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button so that whenever I upload new videos, you will receive